Fire is an inseparable tool to man, but a formidable foe when it gets out of control. There are various types of fire. We are about to look at structure fires, how they burn, their common causes, how to prevent them, and what to do if your clothes catch fire. Structure fires are those involving the structural components of buildings. So community buildings, abandoned buildings, offices and homes all are included when we speak of structure fires, and Grenada has had its share of all these structure fires. By far the island's best known such fire in living memory is the St. George's Fire of 22nd July 2002. Like other fires, structure fires are destructive, disruptive, and have far-reaching, long-lasting effects. The local fire department combated on an average over the last 3 years about 51 structure fires each year. Of that number, the majority were home fires. So there's need to reduce the number of homes and other buildings that go up in flames.
Many of these homes that are lost are the regular wooden structures, and they're about 18 by 24 feet, and together with basic contents, they generally will cost the owners about $40,000 to rebuild. Others though are the more expensive concrete structures that are partially destroyed, or sometimes they are left in total ruins.
Even partial loss is expensive to recover, but complete destruction of a person's home, his castle, is devastating. Oftentimes all possessions are lost, and the occupants are left homeless for as short or as long a time as circumstances dictate. Sadly, some people are never able to rebuild. Lives are disrupted. The accompanying social, psychological, emotional, and economic impact cannot be ignored. Now that we've learned what structure fires are and some of their effects, let's now look at what a fire needs in order to burn. It needs heat, fuel, and oxygen. Removing any of these elements will stop a fire. Heat is necessary in order to ignite a fire. Some sources of heat are open flames, static electricity, welding operations, faulty electrical circuits, friction, and very hot surfaces. Once there is fuel and oxygen, in addition to heat, a fire will continue to burn. The most common established cause of fires locally over the past 3 years is carelessness. Carelessness, as you know, is preventable. Now that we've learned what structure fires are and what fires need in order to burn, now let's look at the proven causes of structure fires in Grenada. Many start in the kitchen. Forgotten pots of food being cooked start fires. Others are electrical in origin from the overloading and overheating of sockets, especially during the Christmas holidays. In addition to overloading sockets, faulty appliances may spark and cause a fire. Candles left unattended can bring a wooden house to ashes or leave a concrete house a mere shell.
We at the fire department endeavor to get to every fire as quickly as possible, and our fire officers, they are absolutely passionate about that. But wood, as you know it, it's a natural fuel that ignites readily and easily, and is an excellent source to sustain combustion. With the right combination of fuel, heat and oxygen, wooden structures burn very quickly. This explains in part why at times when the fire engine gets there, fire officers are hardly able to save anything. There is simply no time. However, the department have documented over the several years many cases where, due to the firefighters' quick responses and their excellent tactical operations, they were able to save many houses, many structures that were at great risk of destruction.
They were able to save my home from burning entirely.
Now that we've learned what structure fires are, what fires need in order to burn, and the causes of structure fires in Grenada, let's look at some fire prevention tips. Some of these tips may seem obvious, but they are based on actual local cases. Number 1, stay in the kitchen for most of the time while cooking. 2, turn off a fire if you must go out even for a short time. 3, Keep things that can burn such as dish towels, paper or plastic bags and curtains at least 3 feet away from the stovetop. 4. Store matches and lighters away from the reach of children. 5. After using a lit match, make sure to wet the head before disposal, especially if you drop them into a garbage bin. Failure to totally extinguish a match can result in starting a fire in the bin if it contacts paper or any flammable material. 6. Lighted candles are really dangerous and should only be used when an adult is in the room. 7. Do not allow children to keep candles or incense in their rooms. 8. Teach children the importance of fire safety without playing on their fears. 9. Blow out the candles when you leave the room. 10. If you must smoke, do so outside and carefully extinguish butt. 11. If affordable, install fire alarms in or near each bedroom, kitchen, and on each floor. You may do so as soon as possible when you retrofit or when you are building a new home. Check alarms monthly for effectiveness and change the batteries once a year. 12. Do not cook in between drinking alcohol or taking other mind-altering drugs. This happens most often during the carnival season. 13. Do not store gasoline and other flammable chemicals inside your home or business. They can easily ignite under the right conditions. 14. If your appliance is sparking or faulty, be sure to unplug it while you seek help from a certified electrician. A fire could start before you get back. 15. Do not overload electrical circuits. In layman's terms, when electricity flows through a wire in any of your home branch circuits, the wire heats up. If too many appliances are plugged into the same socket, more electricity is transmitted and the wire can get too hot based on its size and start a fire. Ask your electrician the maximum load your sockets can bear. 16. Do not leave your home with appliances on that are potential fire hazards. These include curling tongs, irons, washing machines and dryers, hair dryers, television sets, etc. They are known to start fires. Now that we have learned what structure fires are, what fires need in order to burn, and the causes of structure fires in Grenada, and we also noted some of the fire prevention tips, we must now look at how to minimize burns if your clothes catch fire. Remember that starving a fire of heat, oxygen or fuel can stop it where workable. So don't run. If your clothes catch fire, stop, drop, roll and cool in a safe place. This means dropping immediately to the ground, crossing hands over your chest or covering your face with them, and rolling over and over or back and forth to put out the flames. Cool the burn area with cool water and seek medical attention for serious burns.
Remember, only you can stop structural fires.